So this is my copy of The Lincoln Highway by Amor Towles. It's a beautiful hardback edition by Viking. And as you can see, I don't know if you can, it's kind of frayed here because it's humid in Hong Kong. And when I read, I hold it like this, and my hands are sweaty. And my mom's name is Spaghetti. And what is it about? So it's set in like 1950, whatever. Our protagonist, he just gets released from juvie, and then he goes on this road trip with his younger brother, his sweet younger brother. They have some unexpected stowaways though, and that's where really the adventure begins. And at first, I'll be absolutely honest with you, I really didn't want to read this book because look at it. It's kind of hefty. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to take me ages to read. And plus, for me, real literature, like a real book, is something like old or written in foreign or written by a woman pretending to be a man because of sexism, right? And this is both modern or contemporary, and it's written in English and by an American, no less. Yeah, so I'm sorry for being who I am. But you know what? I just bushed this book in like 4 days. And really, it is a veritable American Odyssey. It's like Homer had sex with Shakespeare and gave birth to Amor Towles, and then this popped out. But this is the real interesting thing, okay? Actually, well, so let me just say that this book, it has a real sense of time and place. Like I was right there in wherever it's set and whenever it was. And it's like the way Towles unfolds the scene, like the way the scene unfolds is it's genuinely cinematic. Like I could literally picture the blocking, the way the characters move around each other, in the scene, and it's vivid. And the language is just so simple, and the book is just such an easy peasy read, so digestible, and part of the reason why I just steamed through it. Towles is just a master of language. But so this is the really interesting part. Um, then you have like the structure, right? Like I think that's what it's called. Like the whole, this paragraph comes before this paragraph because it sets this thing up, and that bit comes before that bit because of that bit. And it all felt so obvious. Like I could just see it happening, and it was like amateur, even, you know, fucking Americans. But here's the really interesting thing. Like I could see him setting up the story beats, and this is going to be a running theme, by the way. But then, like, boom, like what the fuck? Amor Towles just pulls the rug, and even though I saw him setting something up, I didn't see it coming. Like I was following it all the way, and like now I'm pancake on the floor, and it's like he's like a magician. Like not only does Towles give us like the pledge and the turn, the language and the structure, that this happens and that happens, and it's all making me think that the prestige is gonna look this kind of way or that kind of way because it's a horse. It looks like a horse, and it has black and white stripes, and then boom, it's an iguana. And he does this over and over again, and like it's just delightful. Like it's really like a pure joy to read. And then and then he does the same thing. Like he does the exact same magic trick with his characters. Uh this scene is to build this character in this way, and because of that, well, this is probably gonna happen. You know what I mean? And it's the same. Like it honestly, at first it felt like a little bit contrived, like predictable even. And like sometimes that thing that you think is going to happen, it it actually does happen. And I swear it's only ever to like lull me or to play me or to mess with my expectations, which is why Towles is just such a master of language. Because when I do get that payoff, when the character development, denouement, climax, whatever, when it does happen, it's like, wow, it's an emotional boom. Well, actually, it's like it's an emotional boom, 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 boom. Because like again and again, Amor Towles just does it again and again and again and again, and somehow through all of his magical alchemy of this writing, these characters they end up like so much more than the sum of their parts. They're all, they're all like even the yucky ones. They're all lovely and full and fleshed out and painfully and empathetically human and like even on the level of theme. Again, he was like, thou hittest the nail upon its head too often here, Amor. But there wasn't like a lingering taste of whatever he was hitting on the head left. I wasn't sitting there silently contemplating the sky. I was rather like, oh my God, did did he just make a profound cultural point? And oh my God, he did. And like even on the level of theme, he does it again. Like this book is is such a smooth read, and it's so um subtle, like unpredictably subtle, and literally, quite literally, it's magical. So just buy it, fucking read it.